All right. I believe I'm live right now. I think last week I was sideways, and this week, hopefully, I'm horizontal. So we're going to just dive in. I heard some great feedback about dieting, and I actually have some written responses that I just want to review with you, mainly to show you the breadth and the variety of concerns people have around dieting. And also because today, I'm foggy today. I'm foggy headed. I think part of being a human is just struggling, right? First noble truth of Buddhism, life is suffering. How we handle suffering, how we handle disappointment is crucial. It's the most important thing, how we pick ourselves back up. And I think just hearing how other people are going through similar things is just so important to open the heart so that we can relate to these really painful things with a sense of grace, a sense of compassion, how we can not get stuck in the mud and kind of move forward despite our challenges. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read these. They're all just summarized, and what I'll do after I kind of read them is show you just a little bit of interpretation and sort of the next step on how I'm moving forward. I have some ideas on content creation that I'd like to share with you guys. So let me just go ahead and read these. I'm just going to read them off the top. Okay, so one person says, try not to binge, but feels like a diet because limit the food they typically go overboard with. So this person isn't dieting per se, but they're trying to limit the food that they binge with, and it kind of feels like a diet. Another person says, yes, I hate that dieting voice in my head. Another person says, I know I shouldn't be dieting, but it's worked for me in the past, yet I know it's not true, but I can't get past the whole diet thing. Another person says, I only have one problem. That's my night craving for instant gratification. Another person says, how do I live in a world where everything and everyone revolves around food? Smoking and drinking was easy to quit, but food, I gotta eat it. And then another person says they don't diet for weight loss and they don't really consider themselves as dieting at all, but they do cut out sugar, flour, and other foods that binged upon, but not in an effort to lose weight, more in an effort to recover from food addiction. They're not concerned about weight loss, they're concerned about food addiction. So right there, I feel like that's a pretty good snapshot of the diverse opinions around food, around dieting, that some people have. Um, they're concerned about food addiction, others are concerned about emotional eating, and others are concerned directly about dieting. Now, how I hear this and what I will do next is I'm going to create a piece of content where I go to Google and I'm going to type in, you can do this for yourself too. I'm going to go to the image section of Google. I'm going to type in binge diet cycle, and we're going to go through these images of this pattern, and we'll see if it fits you. We'll see if it describes you. And it's interesting because when you go to Google, if you type in binge diet cycle, you'll get a whole lot of images that don't mention diet, because I know this word diet just means different things for people. But what hopefully we can look at is this restriction, whether it's avoiding, cutting out foods, whether it's restriction before emotional eating. Let's try to wrap our heads around this very common cycle that we're talking about. Um, so that's what's coming up for me when I hear this breadth of opinions and perspectives on dieting is why don't we take a look at these descriptions, these depictions of the binge diet cycle or the binge cycle, the emotional eating cycle, whatever you want to call it. Let's look at them. Let's see if we can look at maybe 50 or so, or, there's a bunch online. And what I'll also do too is I'll take little snippets, paragraph snippets from the books that I've read about this thing. I've probably read like 100 books over the past few years. So I'll take a few paragraphs from books that kind of talk about this cycle, and I'll post them in a blog article or something, and I'll do that. So I just wanted to let you, the community, kind of know, like, I hear you guys. I'm listening, and that'll be the next step. That's what's coming up for me as sort of like the next step. So if you have something that I'm missing, if you have an idea on what to incorporate, if you have an opinion on dieting that you want to share, let me know down below. I will include a link to that survey so that you can let me know, or you can just comment down below, and that'll be it. Okay, so I hope this video is horizontal. I actually can't see myself right now. My camera's lagged out, but it says I'm recording, so Anyways, you can also give me feedback on anything, really. I'm listening. Okay, so I hope this somehow connects with you, that you realize whatever struggles you're going through, it's part of being a human, and that the shame and judgment and self-criticism is optional, but the pain is not. These are real struggles, but maybe we can relate with compassion and realize that you're not the only one, and we can kind of just move forward together. Okay, so that'll be it for me. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.